Attention! About face! To the barracks! March! Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again! Those boots would embarrass a bridge troll. Get to shining, recruits.
Sorry, sir.
You think
Sorry,
that's funny,
sir.
Private?
Sir, no, sir.
I could do with a cold drink. Did someone leave an oven door open?
Better to evacuate this place while there's still some left to save, I say. Go while the going's good.
Beyond these walls.
Legionnaire, at your service. You don't look like you're quite ready to head out into the Thank you for heeding.
I wouldn't venture too far out of our home these days. Don't ask.
Good look out there, Hunter. Evil lurks beyond Sicilian ramparts.
Here lies Catherine. I know, I was great.
I am on the trail, Source Hunter. I heard this was a place of many people, but I have not found the face I seek. That mystery I watched the next morning. He was kidnapped, and all his I do not know the one called Attenborough, but I know that if I am to...
You're just hanging around the inn, are you? Waiting for what, exactly?
You there! A moment of your indulgence, if you please. You are the Source Hunter, are you not?
No, scratch that. It is so much more than a delight. Mendius, at your service. What is my profession? Well, I'll tell you what it used to be, and that is a man of... They call the undead a problem, my friend. Oh, it's not merely an opportunity. It is a once in a...
Quite right. Adventure is what we live for.
See here. You and I share the... too bad your line of work comes with such measly recompense. Am I right?
Nor me. Wealth is but vanity.
Oh, but I know you're just being bashful. Even so, my friend, matters of a pecuniary nature aside, what is life without...
So you're just hanging around.
You'll always stay menial with that attitude.
You disagree with one another. But that proves you are firm-willed, that you have the... And that is exactly what... Ah, the fabulous five. You like nothing more. What a gem of a question. Now then, to join the fabulous... Of course, by now, the genial glow of the fellowship. Work hard. Fulfill contracts. And...
Fresh habit. Perfect for a fry-up. Let us see if you can choose the finest greens. Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea. Watch the undead
Better to evacuate this place while there's still some left to save, I say. Go while the going's good. Attention! About face! To the barracks! March! Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again! Those boots will embarrass a bridge folk. The shining recruits.
Sorry, sir.
You think
Sorry, sir.
Sir, no, sir.
Welcome back to Seal Hunter. The Legion greets you.
Get to shining recruits.
Sorry, sir.
What have we here, then? A so-called source hunter, eh? Well, look, do what you must in Sicil, but don't make waves and don't interfere with the Legion's affairs, you hear? I'm Captain Aureus, if you must know. Gods above! Some politician snuffs it and everyone's in an uproar. Ridiculous! I told that wizard brat of an Ahu not to bother, but he just had. Nevertheless, I want to be kept in the loop. Understand? I am in command of this town, not Mayor Cecil, not Ahu, and definitely not some. The scene of the crime is over at the King Crab Inn. You can tell the guard you have my permission to enter. Now, Esmeralda is Jake's wife. Well, widow. Everyone in town, down to the crabs on the beach, is convinced she killed him. Now, the girl has the reputation of being a flirt. There is that. But that doesn't... What? You're going to stand there and claim with a straight... If you must. Bravo! Figured that one out, did you? How am I enjoying it? We are the pride of Riverlon. I'd say they're looking for weak spots in our defense. Yes, and he also spends most...
Quiet! No talking to these scoundrels, criminals, scum!
Go on, you said. What's the harm, you said? Well, you turned out to be as crooked as a barrel of fish hooks.
I'll thank you to take a step in another direction. This is the Legion treasure room, and you've no business bothering with it. Your not-so-sterling reputation happens to precede you.
I land on my feet.
What do you think you're doing?
Sweet relief. Sweet relief.
Gentle flight. Descent.
Bah!
Sigurd's strength imbue me.
On the men.
Hey, we'll have none of that, you hear?
You think that's funny, Private?
Sir, no, sir.
Those boots that embarrass a bridge crew get to shining recruits.
Sorry, sir.
You think
Sorry,
that's
sir.
funny, Private?
Sir, no, sir.
Those boots that embarrass a bridge crew get to shining recruits.
Sorry, sir.
What have we here? I'm Captain Aureus. Gods! Never the scene of the crime. Esmeralda. What? Bravo! How am I? We are the... I'd say, yeah. Oh, what now? You, again. Do feel free to depart from Sicile at your earliest convenience. Ah, the Source Hunter. Oh, joyous hour. Oh, what now?
Go on, you said. What's the harm, you said?
More junk.
I'll thank you to take a step in another direction. This is the Legion treasure room, and you've no business bothering with it. You're not so...
I'm headed for a fall. How did I get down here? Bless the Seven, I am restored. Anybody home? Anybody home? Anybody home? Back on my feet. Hope I land on my feet. can I help you, my friend? But certainly. What would you like to know? Oh, I am but a wizard. My task upon this earth is to protect. You see, my one desire, to my great regret, not. Oh, but that's not such to be out. But of course, it's handy to speak in. Oh, that'll never happen. I'm my own wizard, you know. And by all means. Of course. I hope your investigation. I can but piece together what few morsels fell from the grape. They say a woman arrived in the King Crab Inn sometime after midnight. She retired to a room on the ground floor. I say man and woman because both of them were cloaked and recognized by none. About an hour, it took a while for the landlord to pluck up the courage. How and why he came to be there, no, I myself have none. Even though the rest of the town has already mentally tried and now it may well be established that she is in fact the guilty. I can't say much more, but that them. And what might those be? Those who are raised. The enemy is wily. Oh, a mere trifle for one with the intellect. You have a until the Source Hunter. Welcome, welcome. I hope your quest fares well, dear hunter. I hope your quest fares well, dear hunter.
What's that gleam?
Source Hunter, welcome, welcome.
I'm overheating here.
Potent heat! Potent heat!
More junk.
Here lies Catherine. I know, I was great.
Oh, how nice it is of you. Pray, I am but an aged elf that has seen the years parade in long succession. You would listen to my crave. Hot spiced wine and a snug little room awaits us on the King Crab's first floor. Let us go.
Imbeciles we sent to the northern cave.
You there! No, scratch that. Mendius. Oh, it's...
Yours for a scrap soul each.
So you mean to say we do not live a life of adventure? We don't do anything else?
Clearly, two strong personalities stand before me. Too bad your line of work comes with such meas.
And I can't say that I have. I'm...
Well, don't quarrel about... Even so, my friend.
Better to be served than to serve. I concur.
Well spoken. Well said in... And that is exact... Oh, you'd like nothing more than to enlist, wouldn't you? What now then? Of course, by now the G... Work hard. Of course, of course, of course. Oh.
Rather foolish to pass up on such a lucrative opportunity, don't you think?
All right, we'll do it your...
Marvelous. Magnificent. Oh, but what am I saying? You found new recruits already? Efficient. Oh, it's a pretty straightforward task, this one. Now, in this town dwells a wizard. Ahu is his name, and he's a frightful eccentric. Scientific type, you know the kind. Favors one of them was a big lumbering apparatus. A frightful automaton shaped like... But you can guess what happened. Did it become sentient? Was it cursed? Whatever the cause, the thing relieved itself of its pilot and headed north towards a network of caves. Luckily, there are those in this world who belong to the fabulous
Beat that way to us. Well, suffice to say it, I've got my eye on you, Barry.
I am a duke, potato-eating peasant. Hello. I suppose you're here to viciously interrogate me for information. I am the Duke of Ferrell. Though it's very tragic news. I won't posture and say that the... Sorry, I've run out of signed handkerchiefs. An Alistair keyring, maybe. In any case, make it quick. You're not the only fan who wants some of my time. Well, well, you're far from... What do you mean, not but why? I'm only the most famous wizard this side of the And don't forget, I'm the most eminent member... you'll be dealing with Ahus if I don't leave a...
What have we here? Tall as an elf. And my word, what that I have. I believe I have found that component. Yes, you must join. I am Anna. Jewel in the crown that is the fabulous five.
Oh, my good man. Drink, if you please.
Please do keep shouting.
I've got that. When the day comes that I die, I contain multitudes. But then...
Back, demon! Back, or I'll... Well, what's this? Oh, Medora, you lummox. 1,000 pardons, comrade. This old bear's edgier than a dodecahedron these days. I'll tell you, it sure does me good to set eyes on another of our order. From a You wouldn't. I trained up in Academy North, after all. We don't cross paths with you. Medora's the name. Retired. Or so the order keeps. Heavens, hornets! That's quite a story, comrade. See, I'm here on, well, let's call it a loan from a town to the north. There's been an attack there, comrade. What they want in Hunter's Edge, I came south seeking the Legion's help, only to find it tied by the skin of my teeth, comrade. The savages were I managed to wrench free of. Well, comrade, I hadn't thought of it till you tapped my. I need a contingent I can trust if I'm to take back the town. I've been scouting Sarceel for some time now, and I believe I've sussed out sufficient intel to help solve the murder. More than I'd hoped, comrade. There's Mayor Sass, and on top of it all, now don't get me wrong. I think the mayor's a decent sort, but from what I've heard whispered around the docks, the old guy, I suspect an illegal fella, seems like a humble doctor. A loose-lipped fishmonger, hardly the habit of an innocent You mean you don't already know, comrade? Their kind can... Well, you know the old
Another source hunter on the team will make us all the more
That's the spirit. Listen closely now. Do you hear it? That's the sound of every...
No, careful now. Your head's grown more swollen than Saffron's, I dare say.
Greetings, Source Hunter. I don't mean to hint, not exactly the friendliest bloke, the captain, is he? Well, your reward for getting your ear...
What happened? Is this a dream?
I don't think so. That stone. Somehow it sent us flying into the stars.
Terrible, terrible, terrible! It will convey the quill that lasts a billion words. What's this? 2 Rivalonians here? Oh, yes, 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 yes. Proper introductions. Zixex, the historian at your service. It is my task for how I got here. Well, for a historian appointed by... How you got here, though, on such a tiny and rapidly shrinking vestige of space and time, I wouldn't have expected... at last, a question I can answer. Time ought naturally to have no... Show, don't tell, I always say. So...
Might be quite mad.
Then we'd better appease him and have a look through the looking lens.
You looked. You saw. Terrifying, isn't... What's this? The portal! It's... The portal has become active! The portal! It's quite you, dear strange. Those torches! A light! This, goodness me, how right you are! There's so much to take in, I'd nearly forgotten. And what you saw has been haunting my mind since I first discovered it. It is the void itself. I can't say for sure where it came from. It's not that I believe then. No longer than... in fact, every last... But why spoil? After you, after you. Oh, what... You first, but don't dilly-dally.
ways off.
It seems the imp has spotted exactly who and what he'd hoped to find here.
Could it be, milady? The weaver of...
Indeed, Sir Imp. As surely as you are he who chronicles all that I weave.
Astounding! Unbelievable!
You have brought guests, I see. Strange. Very strange guests.
My reaction exactly, milady. It was their arrival here at the end of time that instigated my finding you. But why? Surely you must know.
This is a question better put to our guests themselves. Tell us, how did you arrive upon this plane? A stone? So, it was a stone that caused the great shock of energy that brought you here. And it infused you with new life as well. Is that so? Not like this, no. What happened? Never had I experienced something so contrary to my nature. To weave something I had not seen, had not expected. Life does not simply spring into existence, you see. But yours has. You appeared before me from the moment you came into contact with that stone. Starstone. I now know it to be...
But, Madam Weaver, how is it possible?
Like the stones, your guests are a mystery to me. I see them before me in this world, but their likenesses appeared not upon my tapestry until Source Hunters. It would seem Starstone is not what it seems, Source Hunter. Its true nature must be part of a greater secret, a secret lost even to me. Do you see what violence my work has suffered?
Mysteries of all time, gaps in history. Oh, how they've tormented me for eons.
It would appear that Starstone transforms at your touch, granting me new thread by which to mend the tapestry. Thus, it restores time itself.
I see. What the void would shrink, Starstone restores.
Yes. Though I cannot explain why. If we do not restore time, if we do not discover the true nature of these stones, the void will consume us all. Indeed you must, though I may not yet understand why. It seems that you and you alone can unlock the powers within Starstone. Yet we are not the only entities who know these stones to be so much more than pretty gems.
Why, of course, that's what they were doing. I have recorded...
Without these stones, Hunter, there will be...
That shall never be, milady. As sure, please, our most mysterious... So, what do you think, Source Hunter?
Not but a moment ago, we were hunting Source in Rivellon, and now we're being told that we alone can prevent the end of time by way of some magical stones. What do you make of it? Still, it's quite a leap from finding a strange stone to placing the world's salvation on our shoulders.
I have the last chest. The last chest. The last chest! If you believe yourself worthy of rifling through my ample treasures...
The glint in your gate. No, with you searching out Starstone, but you'll need a way to travel between Rivellon and this home. Luckily, the power of portals is known to you, so I'll let you in on the little secret of... Off you go, then! You've Starstone to find, and I've a tapestry to examine. Surely there must be... Cross my heart, hope to fate. Like the imp said to the ballista opera, wouldn't it just? Just like from what I can... Ruins, caves, neither do I. But this in turn, we may not understand the how yet. Oh, I don't know, but of course. So, gather those starstones, so that lonesome... Well, yeah, perhaps you can... Before you go, Source, I hope he'll be able to help you at...
How welcome you are upon this. In the ethereal thread, the drift of... Except, it seems... Ask, and I shall answer. Alas, a hidden... I believe that starstones will not lead you. And yet, quite so. I do not... But perchance I may be cured of this blight. What it is but a seed bereft of sun and water. What it could be, that is what the starstone... I reside in another realm altogether. But ever since the end of time appeared in these deep dark skies, I materialized here, as if forced to watch the one thing that is unwatchable, unendurable. A thankless task that you may yet free me from forever. I think that perhaps but sudden new thread these... I am the weaver. I am, but perhaps we... Am I the big...
Source Hunters, I welcome you once again to the realm of Rivellon after your travels through the chasms of... I know the imp historian has told you about his agent on Rivellon, and that agent is I. So now that you know of the alliance between me and Sir Zigzags, let us turn to... and I'll be delighted to give it. It can therefore hardly be a coincidence that Councillor Jake was a collector of the stones we seek. His foul that means the task you have been given remains crucial. While you were being lectured, the advantage of being a cat, you know. That's where I saw them in a cabinet. Mere slivers, but specks. Let me phrase it like Zigzags might. A universe without... I'll not pretend to have all the answers. If Zigzags worries, I worry. I met him first, so I told... In the end, he even shared his great sorrow with me. Don't we all long for... But perhaps, like any... Oh, before you go, here. Take this teleporter pyramid. You'll need the other one too if you want to make use of its powers, but alas, I seem to have misplaced it. Now that this matter has been settled...
Unknown to all time, are you? Leave it to an imp to try. I'll tell you who you are. Source hunters, members of the most esteemed order in Rivellon. Here to find out and grind out every last speck of dark magic in the realm. There. I knew you weren't the type to be taken in by such high-flying, pie-in-the-sky nonsense. Then again, if what he says is true, imagine! Sorry.
Gods! What is going on here? First I have to shoo away a creeping white tomcat, and now there's a perfect stranger in my bathroom. Get out, will you? A magical pyramid, eh? Frivolous and lecherous magic, more like. Leave my... Out!
Sigurd's beard,
No!
what a fight!
If you please. Flowers stink much longer. Deer will smell this lady from a field away. Won't be good for when she begins to starve.
All right, comrades, nothing to see here. Let's clear out. Give the lady of the house a little price.
Fortune? Ha! He should be so lucky as to be defeated.
Pay the big change on your boat for the whale of the good stuff. Watch out! I smell. Your stench of frightened source goblin.
Ah, pointless chatter with strangers done. How curious of you to show interest.
This time.
Zimbladorix! That! Ha! Quite under my spell, aren't you? Yes, my enfriending charm never fails.
Matches when I linger in the long while writing my pipe.
Careful now. Your head's growing all swollen and saffrons, I dare say.
Hearty welcome to the King Crab Inn, and the name's Ivad. Pleased to make your acquaintance. All you see before... Mind if we keep our voices down over that sensitive subject? Death of Councillor Jake. That poor man. I knew too much about his affairs, you know. Esmeralda's longest-standing lover has the audacity to remain lodged at this very inn, you know. He's called the Duke of Ferrol. A high title for a low man. If you haven't yet asked him about Esmeralda, that room where it happened, it was rented to a certain woman. Though I regret to say I can't say exactly. She came heavily cloaked, but paid the full sum in advance. I was used to such transactions after many similar concerning her. I saw one other figure go into the room that night. Someone told I was startled awake by a horrendous hubbub shortly after midnight. By the time I burst into that room, it was horribly silent. There was only Jake. Whoever done it has escaped through the window. But I saw nary a soul when I looked out. You can bet I hightailed it to the Legion Bar. 3 hopeless sailors. Truly wish I could help you, but I'm barely keeping afloat as it is. Well, between you and me, things have been rather slow. Hello again. How can I help you?
They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt you can even fathom, old friend.
A source hunter? I think I'm one of the last folks to hear him alive. That awful scream has been ringing in my ears ever since. Though that's the question, isn't it? What exactly did happen? We all thought I was washing up and nudging the last of the lushes out of the door. Lucky for the perpetrators, I was rinsing bottles in the back when the terrible deed took place and saw nothing more. Been at the King Crab nearly 10...
King Source Hunter.
Looking good.
Greetings, Source Hunter. I don't mean to hinder your investigation, but I can't open this door for anyone who hasn't received Captain...
I was really hoping to find something better.
Look out, I see a trap nearby.
vermin!
Whatever happened to that trooper, eager innocent to be sent to the northern cave?
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things?
Back on my feet.
Seal. Now that's a sad story.
This town has seen better.
In the night, by the needles of the million bleeder, they'll end it all! End it all in blood! Ah, the game, yes! A game of blood and brutality, of death and dexterity. The elves of Gandavon, they lived in peace, all undone. I have tracked her down by the curse of the spine spear I have. She does not know her ill-shapen sun is setting fast. Color the dusk red, O sword of youth. Bloody the day with the bramble sap that runs through the veins of Victoria. Bring me the amulet that clings to her flesh, soon to fade. And yours shall be the bounty of vindication. Mine shall be its sanguine satisfaction after long, long last. Yes, Victoria. The orcs of Gazuldaga, they knew my name. Oh, her name is that of a woman. Victoria. Librarian. Daughter. My name is Eglandir Twil Salanar, elf of the house.
That was quite the radical change we witnessed. I never would have thought that the benign old man we met outside would turn out to be a vengeance-driven aficionado of assassins. Indeed, Victoria probably doesn't even know about her past. And yet she's on a... let's call him...
Soon the last will be beaten. Beaten like the anvil of Grog, the torturer. All hail, Grog! All hail his hot-steeled instruments.
Greetings, greetings! Oh, you are most welcome in my chamber. Customers that I am. I have spent more of my life you wouldn't believe. Oh, but let us not discuss. Let us browse and barter.
Soon the last will be beaten. Beaten like the anvil of Grog, the torturer. All hail, Grog! All hail his hot-steeled instruments. is nigh. Death comes a-creeping for you, Victoria! The hunters go stalking in the night. By the needles of the million bleeder, they'll end it all! End it all in blood!
About time the council took...
Greetings, traveller. And may the Immaculate Conduit's myriad blessing... What's in a name, dear friend? You mean you haven't heard? Oh, what for? Steel yourself, friend, for your mortal spirit could be forever trapped by following her instructions. She came from... She showed... Ah, for this hallowed information, you must see... There, among her, go on the path to the righteous...
He says he's an immaculate. But I thought they'd been banished after the death of the Source King.
Immaculate.
Glorious to see you once more. Go on the path.
Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met your match once or twice.
Mind control vibrations, I'm sure. Don't be seduced, comrades.
Oh, sorry, Medora. I didn't...
What? Oh, it's you. Come closer then. Closer, huh? My elf? What elf? Oh, myself. I am That Depends. Ah, the library. Marvelous.
Meow.
A source hunter! Oh, what a sight for me! He's always been something of a rascal. Call it for my part. I encouraged him to join the Legion. Even got him sparring with that band of... I don't even know what to call them. Well, they're his heroes, and I simply couldn't prevent him from going to see them.
What? Oh, yes. This library is the jewel in Sisyl's crown, the beacon of culture and learning in our fair city.
And a first edition too. Most promising.
Poetry among novels? Urak! What mayhem.
The Lesser Key of Samarkand.
My Victoria has every volume you could possibly imagine, and she's got every spec. Yes. Victoria's come a long way from that little bundle of claws and teeth I adopted so long ago. What? Oh, yes, yes. I'll be on my way back.
The Lesser Key of Samarkand. What nonsense. Omnes autem mali demones quam.
Who placed this book here? A volume of poetry among novels? Urak! What mayhem.
What? What is this? Who are you to interrupt my musings? Oh, but perhaps I spoke too soon. Perhaps I was mistaken. No, a source hunter. That is what you are. I would tell you my reasons, but it seems rather pointless to do so, seeing that...
Esmeralda does
Ready
have
to advance, ready to defend. What can I do for you, comrade? But what'll you do if a parliament of polymorphed sorcerer owls swoops down only moment...
The source hunter. Why? Simply because you hunt source, and I, Jehan, hunt... Now, I hate what I hunt, but this is a sentiment I'm quite certain you must recognize. On one condition. That on our joint travels we will never...
You speak before your turn. I, for one, am not ready to make that...
Oh, simple souls. Oh, doomed spirits. What
Teleron will have to pay yet another fine.
The source hunter. Why? Simply because you hunt source. Now, this is a sentiment I'm quite... On one...
You speak before your turn.
Oh, simple souls. Oh, doomed spirits. What The source hunter. Why? Now, this is a on one.
I concur. Some temptations just...
Oh, simple...
In the name of Amun-Hor, I am Victoria, daughter. When I was the fisherman who found me would have drowned me on the spot. For I am an orc. He raised me like I was his own. This kind Kiralizor. Oh, do pardon my language, my friend. But that is quite the startling revelation. So much sadness, so much... Does he not see that I am now the one who is to be wronged? Why? Oh, so let us approach the situation with reason and ask ourselves, where do we go from here? Though my amulet... But it is Haxmagi, a sacred token that houses the presence of my ancestors. No, I cannot part with my talisman, the keepsake of my soul.
The lesser key of Samarkand. What nonsense. Is there no new book to be discovered in this library?
When you put it like that, I guess I cannot say that it is. I do this very reluctantly.
Book to be discovered in
Everything
this
we
library.
do seems to fortify your abilities.
Where's the third one gone?
I suppose your example has inspired me to reach heights I never before envisioned.
This isn't
that inspiration hardly...
The Encyclopedia Demonium. The Source Hunter. Why? Simply because now. This is a sentiment on one can...
Very well. There will be no deals with demons.
Agreed. Nothing good...
Most gratifying. I see you are firm of purpose, and thereby
Hasn't she? where's the third one gone? Shatsu. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night.
What can I do for you, Source Hunter? Do you now?
A volume of poetry among novels? Urak! What mayhem! Replace this book here. A volume
If
of
only the
poetry
popular
among
girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become. If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become.
Another perfect heist. You sneak with the subtlety of a tried and true cat burglar.
Volume 2? But where's the third one gone?
I wasn't in fact complimenting you. I was pointing out that you're behaving like a villain, not the hero.
Replace this book here. A volume of poetry among novels? Urak! What mayhem! Replace this book here. A volume of poetry among novels? Urak! What mayhem! Volume 1, Volume 2, but where's the third one gone? Shatsu. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night.
What? Oh, hello again. What? Oh, you mean Seal. Ferried, the undead have overrun all but one. That's not to mention that at the top of this whole caboodle, there's rumors of... And, Jake, murdered? Oh, yes. Yes, now I recall. Most of the townsfolk are certain Jake's wife. As you can imagine, I've known an all-right bloke, apart from all this Esmeralda. What of what now? Ah, you mean the staff of Cecil proved an old fool. His name is Conrad, captain of the Tide Splitter. The staff itself contains a shard of an old... What? The undead? Yeah, well, you see, this is nonsense. I'm the mayor for the 7th sake. I can't be bothered to chat all day about the birds and... No, all my clothes are in fine condition, thanks. I've been going to the same tailor for years. Maxine? What in heaven's name are you? I spent months trying to teach that worth... I've always been more fond of cats myself.
Dance and dugongs, you nearly... Onward!
Hello. I suppose you're here to viciously Yes, she and I have a history. As easy as it would be to pin suspicions on Esmeralda. Jake and Esmeralda had no great affection for each other. He had his... It's very tragic news. I am the Duke of...
Fancy that. A source.
Spiritless? Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine? Join the Spud Club if you got an eye for farm potatoes. Let us see if you can choose the finest green. Let us see if you can choose the finest greens. Lonesome? Spiritless? Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine?
I guess someone else got here first.
Move along.
Legion's greetings. I have been informed about your heroics on the beach. Word that I am Septimus, seventh son in a household of 9. So fair a lady I have seldom seen in all of Rivellon, my friend. And I have steadfast will I guard her. Jake's murder is, in a word, a tragedy. He was well loved in all of Sicily. And what questions are those? Don't even mention those rot tragedy flock.
Lords above, grant me patience. You're a source hunter, aren't you? Here because you think I killed my husband. How many times do I need to state and restate my complete innocence in the matter? I am Esmeralda, wife of Jake, and now, alas, Starstone. I've never heard of such a thing. Dear, do you mean to imply he collected something dangerous? Like I told just about every legionnaire in town, I don't know anything about poor Jake. So what happened? Some of them tittle-tattling crab chasers down the pub call me a murderous gold digger and you believe them? These insinuations truly go beyond the pale. Oh, I think I'm getting one of my headaches. Well, what do you want to know? Sometimes I forget they're even out there, to be honest. Rather dreary.
Quite adamant about her innocence.
We'll need to look for evidence if we want to prove she actually did the evil deed.
My, what a strong and handsome officer you are, kind Septimus. You must have fought...
Why is she keeping those on hand anyhow? Sentimental reasons? If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become.
What's that gleam?
The hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth. Listen, if you're gonna accuse me of something, you would better find the Starstone. Do you mean to imply he collected?
If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy
Esmeralda
and
has
dangerous
interesting
you've
taste
become.
in literature.
It's official. The Duke of Ferrol is the worst poet in Rivellon.
In his defense, not much rhymes with murder.
Where's Jake? Did he finally run off with that white-haired woman? What was her name? Candice? Esmeralda's a funny character. She's always got ham on the brain. I've never been inside her secret room, but I bet it's full of hams too. I'd go in...
Ah, so that's what that did.
Esmeralda carries
Could this have been involved in the crime?
It certainly piques one's interest, doesn't it?
Assure me, dear Septimus, that you haven't been fighting those awful orcs. The hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop rather than listen. If you're going to accuse, perhaps it is you who should explain your presence in my cellar. And the dagger? What'll you think of next? Accusing me? Oh, that horrid tome of ill repute. It isn't mine, it was Jake's. He was a Oh, don't put stock in the hastily scribbled words of a lovelorn fool. This letter, it was a show of passion. A poorly worded. But all of it is circumstantial. I've a perfectly logical explanation for every piece of so-called evidence against me, and yet you've been trailing me like a... Over the last few months, Jake grew distant. Distant and dark somehow. Something in... It all began the day he met Evelyn, Master Theliron's apprentice. She healed him of what we all believe to be a fatal wound he suffered hunting boars. I think he became obsessed by her, or obsessed by the secrets. I just know. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if I never liked her from the moment I met her. Men can. She hails from Silverglen, a village in the forest. If anyone killed my Jake, it must be her. The hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth.
Sorcerers infuse even lowly fowl.
I'll figure out who murdered Jake before the day's through. Just you wait. Detective... What on earth would an under...
Ah! If you think black sheep are weird, try...
Moo! Don't disturb Master Theliron now. He's been...
I give milk. I give wool. And what do I get?
But if one were to reduce the quantity of skull dust by a percentage of 2, perhaps the stability could be increased by as much as 3-fold. Oh, a source hunter. Imagine that. But, no matter. Even if it could me, why, I'm more than little. It was I who cured the Duchess of Arata of her. Not to mention that it's been my guidance that has permitted. Far be it from her to tell her master what in the seven's name she's up to. The girl flew from here like she just heard the location of the Philosopher's Stone. She even left her pouch unattended. She usually keeps it within sight at all times. I'd try her house, for starters. It's not far from here. I'll mark the location on your map. Sorry, but there isn't much work for... Certainly, what would you like to know? The counsellor. Terrible loss, that. From what I can tell, it seems to be a simple... I've applied myself to that. I declare it an act of the Almighty. Yes. She's gotten hold of a stone, supposedly capable of fantastic feats. But she claims to have gotten the relic from a little northern town. Utter rubbish.
Fortune! Appears to be locked. Long for this world. What's taking Tenderfoot so long?
Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
It's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Fresh haddock. Perfect for a fry-up.
they'd quiver in their mouldy boots.
Join the Spud Club if you got an eye for farm potatoes.
Not in the mood for cheese. The excuse is more holes than a slice of the spine.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Not in the mood for cheese. The excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine almond.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Sidefields ever seen.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, yours for a scrap of gold each.
Aim straight, aim true. Arrows by the dozens.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
A good day to you.
Noisome, spiritless. Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea. Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice 'em, stir and churn. Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
Not in the mood for cheese. The excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine almond.
Fresh haddock, perfect for a fry-up.
A good day to you.
Feed a big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
A good day to you.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Feed a big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Sorry, but I haven't.
Undead at every exit. Orcs upon the harbour.
Ah, hello, proportionate one. Oh, I can see from the symmetry in your face that you are a great fan of the fine arts, no?
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice 'em, stir and churn. Ah, gracious patron, I see your tired eyes looking a bit teary. I've just the potion for that. Or would you prefer a toasty fire spell to dry those vapors?
Slice of this fine almond. Not in the mood for cheese.
Livestock's got twice the sense and thrice the soul of the average human, I say. Livestock's
A
got
good
twice
day
the
to
sense
you.
and thrice the soul of the average human, I say.
Sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Potions to bemuscle you!
Livestock's got twice the sense and
Scrolls to
thrice the soul of the
entussle
average
you!
human, I say.
Lonesome? Spiritless? Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim.
Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, yours for a scrap of gold each. Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice 'em, stir and churn. Fresh haddock, perfect for fry-up.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more home than a slice of this fine Almanac.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
Not in the mood for cheese.
Fresh haddock, perfect for fry-up.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more home than a slice.
I mustn't have used it correctly. I mustn't have used it correctly.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more holes than a slice.
Sort of concerns myself with such things.
You'll be concerned enough when you realize that reward money will
I am Unsinkable Sam. A magnificent. The moment I hit the water, so I was. Not that I have it bad here, mind you. Maxine. The mayor's darling. She likes me. By all means. Oh, people make a fuss about them because they endanger.
I mustn't have used it correctly.
The likes of which I doubt you can even fathom, old friend.
Glorious to see you once more, fair friend. You mean you have by following her instructions? Ah, there. She showed us what's in. Go on.
I mustn't have used it correctly.
Come now, Agatha. Surely you've met your match once or twice.
Ah, hello. I suppose you're here to viciously interrogate. Yes, she and I have as easy. Jake and Esmeralda have. Which one? I've written Esmeralda more work. Which one? I've written Esmeralda more works of lyrical master.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine almond there.
Oh, golly gosh. One who flaunts the highways and but where are my manners? I am Max. But of course, darling. Be my guest. Oh my god. Oh. Ah. A nervous twitch. So I don't care in the least. Oh, this quaint. Heavens forbid. Oh, he's a darling old top. At the risk of sounding as shallow as. Oh, dear Sam. He's such a good old bean. But he does rather reside at the bottom of the scratching pole.
Join the Sun Club if you got.
You'll be concerned enough when you realize that reward.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more holes.
What's with you, bipeds and beard? Aye, so there's the rub. I am but a string. Would that I still had my collar. Such a marvel it was, as bejeweled like the king of all cats I looked when I wore it. A gift bestowed upon me by a princess, whom among the waves it remains, I imagine. Won perhaps by a crab who fancies himself a... By all means!
He should be so lucky as to be defeated by Alistair the Great.
They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt you.
Here I wait for thee in the dark. Yes. Yes.
Yes. So it is. So it is.
Greetings, Source Hunter.
To what do I owe the repeated pleasure, Source Hunter? Far be it from her to tell her master what in the seven's name I try her house, for starters. It's not far from here. I'll mark that she usually keeps it within sight at all times. Very strange, she...
It is said, Hans, I have heard from a ghost who is said to have known
Sorry, sir.
Get to shining recruits.
Sorry, sir.
That's it, troops. Train up while you can.
You again? Oh, still not. Have you found any incriminating evidence against her? If so, let's have it. Like I said, the girl's known to be a flirt, but that sob of a...
I hope your quest fares well, dear hunter. What? What a delight she is. The temperament of...
So, what's the bad news? This here's my family business. Yes, a sad story, that. Though if I'm speaking plainly, The sentimental aspect of it all doesn't make much of an... I just concern myself. What about it? Didn't I just say we gave it a respectable send-off? Why are you giving me the third degree?
The death man is nervous as a squirrel. I'm certain he's hiding something.
She said it, not me.
What? We'll have none of that, you hear?
2. Another one for the collection. I mustn't have used it correctly. So Madame Evelyn has a hideout somewhere along the northwestern beach.
Seems to me that should be the next stop in our investigation.
So, what's the bad news? Sad story. I just concern myself. What about it?
The death man is nervous as a squirrel. I'm certain he's hiding something.
She said it, not me.
Hey, stop that!
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such?
I am so I walk. Not that I had it. A mag. The moment I hit max, she liked by all means.
Here I wait for thee. Yes, yes.
What are ye staring at? Those scallywags heard there be some poor chaps lost their ship and want some work. Just send 'em to me, Captain.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Oh no, noble friend. Your upper chakras are in desperate need of a good scrubbing. Fortunately for you, my homebrewed tinctures will do the job. Or if you're in the mood for something a bit more electrifying, one of my air scrolls might give your system just the shock it needs.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for bar potatoes.
Quite the unlikely, it seems.
Good day. Let us see if you can...
Oh, golly, but where are my manners? Oh, at the risk. Oh, dear Sam, he's...
Tuz Jagetta, friend. He has gone. Oh, Dijlazim, as indeed you may. I am Victoria. When I was very young, the fisherman who he raised me. The knight in see-through armor, Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom, Stenteken, Esmeralda.
Need a big cheese on your
Hello again. How can I help you?
Have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Edge?
Fortune? Ha! He should be so lucky as to be defeated by Alistair the Great.
They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt you could even fathom, old friend.
Where's young Esmeralda the Eye? Would, like the king among the waves, it remains. I am so I walk. Not that I have it bad here, mind.
straight to the pub and back.
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the little councillor's wife.
Curse the gods! Is it so difficult to find a day of labor?
Have you found us a job yet? We'll take anything. So, any...
Legionnaire really thinks that orchid charm loves him.
I wouldn't let all
We should tell them that Captain Jack in the marketplace needs a crew to help load.
It's a perfect fit.
So, a captain's... No, it is. He drove it straight to the pub and back.
Yes, sir. As fine a specimen as one of her stock, sir. Don't forget the time he got caught.
Ahoy, sailor! Aye, that Cecil's worse than a rooster. Crowing all around town about me. For my part, I haven't a clue where it could have gone. Overboard, stolen, or vanished into thin air. Though I'm quite eager to see her return, I've got a reputation to uphold, you know.
Joyride.
No, it ain't. He drove it straight to the pub and back.
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the lizard councillor's wife.
Is that why we never sailed the Youth of
Wouldn't hurt to ask some of my men.
That loopy legionnaire really thinks that orchid charm loves him.
I wouldn't let it all be far under yours, my lovely nature.
Ever hear about the time he captured the Duchess of Edinburgh?
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size seals ever seen.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Oh, you haven't left town yet, have you? Oh, at the river. Oh, dear.
Nemrus is the greatest philosopher in the land, you know.
Here lies Catherine.
Liberty, equality, and brotherhood.
Here lies Catherine. I know, I was great. Here lies Jared. Shall I come back as an enraged Here lies spirit, Patrick, or a lovable prankster ghost that will never kill the dancer inside me? Here lies Gregory, whose wife told him so. Here lies Judith, warrior
Ready to
priest.
advance, ready to defend. What can I do for you, comrade?
Here lies Neil, killed in the line of duty. I want to go home.
Hey, wow. I was wondering where that... I'm Murphy, Jake's dog. Wow, you smell great. Have you been rolling around on dead things all day? If I ever find out who killed Jake, the most awesome Jake who ever jaked, I'll... You know who I miss? I came here.
Looks like that dog is awfully
Here
agitated.
lies Kavanagh.
Perhaps he wants to
Will
tell
the
us
house
something.
Siceo pie in the afterlife? Here
So
lies
many dead
James, as
civilians.
usual, the filthy
It's an
fibber.
honor to visit the fallen.
But theirs is not a sad
Here
fate, I
lies
think.
Jake.
To join the
Please do not
grass?
disturb.
To become food for the trees and flowers? What could be more peaceful? May the seven keep you.
What trickery is this? That's not Jake.
It's a rotting sheep's corpse. It seems someone snatched Jake's body.
Here lies David, who ran from the Reaper. You'll never catch me alive.
Peace be with you, traveller.
May your loss. I once lived a prosperous life. Loney never recovered. She was killed less than a week after she joined.
In memory of Loney,
May the seven
death lies
keep
on
you.
her like an untimely frost upon the sweetest flower of all the field.
Your death is at hand. As good as a new penny. Feet wet. Looks as if luck is running from bad to worse.
On the men!
My victory!
It never rains, but it pours, eh?
Once my arrow tastes blood, it craves more!
Pain of my stay! Bless the seven, I am restored.
Back on my feet again!
Our enemies have laid a trap. I'm drenched! On the men! Sweet relief. Into the fray once more. I don't have the right tool for mining. I don't have the right tool for mining. Careful now, that's a trap. Careful, I've spotted a trap. Careful now, that's a trap. Careful, I've spotted a trap. Spirits of it, show your strength.
I'm drenched!
breath have been paralyzed. on the men. As good as a new penny.
Dead men can't jail anyone. There's a man in town who sells paintings and treasure maps. Do you think he knows the way to the realm of fairy?
Well, what's this I've spotted?
So, what's the bad news? More... A sheep? That's a whole heap of nonsense. So, what's the bad news? A sheep? There's no need for all that, then. I'll tell you I buried that blasted sheep. But I swear on my lucky left foot, I had nothing to do with that body disappearing. 1 minute it was on my slab, you see. I left the... In its place was a sack containing more gold coins than I could even... My business has been declining right alongside the rest of our blighted... I knew I had to bury something or risk being found out. So that night, I stole into the market and made off with Bertia's fattest sheep. It was a... Now, you can imagine I've spent more than my share of restless nights wondering who could have wanted that cadaver and for what purpose. I'm not an inch closer to imagining the why, but I've got a few inklings as to the who. Near as I can reckon, there are only 4 people who could have been involved. Plenty of us shopkeepers entrust the mayor with the spare keys to our businesses, you know. And he could have used it to sidle. Aureus himself paid me a visit the night the body was delivered. Can't see why he'd bothered to... I know it sounds strange suspecting the doctor. It was she who delivered. It seemed she could barely... And this Mayo... I never saw a witch. It was she who rang my bell just before the body was snatched. Lured me outside, claiming...
You see a shady-looking figure fishing coins of gold out of the muddy water that pools beneath the well overhead. His movements are quick and nervous, but nevertheless, he seems to enjoy stuffing what cash he can find into the many... So absorbed is he in his coin hoarding that at first he doesn't notice your presence. Suddenly, though, he pauses, looks up, and quick as your friendly tone of voice has immediate effect. The man quickly relaxes his aggressive stance. Shmew, can't speak. You look professional. You the source hunter the wizard asked for? Excitedly, the man turns over the scrap and pen... Name's Walgraf. I admire you. No hero like source hunter. Sourceal dead end. Please let... Walgraf nods enthusiastically and pulls a couple of ripped parchment pieces. Been mute since I was a kid. Sorcerers took my voice. People get money, food where I can. Steal if I must. Not from poor folks. I'm a good sneak. Want to help you. I'm useful. Want to catch sorcerers. Make 'em pay. Walgraf notices there's no room left in your party.
Ready to advance, ready to defend. What can it but...
Walgraf looks at you expectantly. Clearly, he wants... Walgraf eagerly catches your gaze with the best...
Be welcome, Walgraf.
Walgraf smiles and shakes your hand in thanks.
all around Sicil, though one has gone tragically missing. Poor old wolf.
will freeze you where you stand.
Wrath of the Magi! Stave of combat! Stand down before I put you down.
invigorating fight that was. And what a killing blow you delivered.
Cheers. Yes, I handled myself like the best of the best, even if I do say so.
Oh, there, I wouldn't go that far.
Things got pretty hairy there for a bit. Thank you.
Try to resist this, worm!
Good to have you back, Sauce Hunter. A sight
I
for
wouldn't
sore
venture
eyes.
too far out of town if...
Know much about zombies?
Feeling hot under the collar?
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, yours for a scrap of gold each.
Sauce hunters, eh? All right, proper. If you've got a favourite sheep. Oh, Ogre, you're rotten to the bone. Oh, me poor, sweet, plump girl. You've been... That louse! Did he even bother grilling a single luscious chop? I bet he wasted every last morsel. Captain Aureus will have a thing or two to say about this.
Dearest customer, I've never seen an aura so plagued by ether. Thank Astarte, I've just the earth scroll to ground you.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size seals ever seen.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens. Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size seals ever seen. Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Ain't a big cheese on your book with a wheel of the good stuff.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Not in the mood for cheese. An excuse is more holes than a slice of this pie. What's the undead swimmer in their moldy boots?
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, yours for a scrap gold each.
Ain't a big cheese on your book with a wheel of the good stuff.
You!
Quiet. The council.
Quite there on the market, it seems.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, yours for a scrap of gold each.
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things?
You'll be concerned enough when you realise that reward money won't be lining your pockets.
How gratifying to see you have seen Ponchon, perhaps?
You'd be derelict in your duties? Sorcery is like an incurable disease. If it's in her blood, all we can do is... You don't want me to lose my respect for you, do you? We have to do this.
No, we'll do as I say, and there's an end to.
Gods have mercy. I talked openly about sorcery. No need to worry, Source Hunter dearest. You'll find no that I am. You wouldn't believe. How gratifying to see you return. You are quickly becoming my favorite customer. How gratifying to see you return. You are quickly becoming my favorite customer.
There's a man in town who sells paintings and
Good luck out there, Hunter. Evil lurks beyond Sightseal's ramparts.
me. Mercy me. It walks, but it's not dead. I wasn't entirely certain I'd ever meet anyone any more fitting that description. The name's Wolfram, and it's a delight to make your acquaintance. Good to see, by the by, you don't belong to the Legion. 10 of their number. Not that I reckon my chance is any higher, though, especially with that vicious undead mutt prowling. I'm an archaeologist and connoisseur of the undead. Because of my expertise, Lieutenant Selenia, I'll never make it back to Sicile alone. But you've gotten this far. You can bring me back.
Indeed. Don't you...
Marvelous. Mighty fine of you. Lead the way.
Wargraf is all resolved now that a rescue mission is underway. Like a knight protector, he stands by the stranded archaeologist's side.
Your wilds are more dangerous than mine. But if you have sworn to protect this man, then I will swear it too.
I'm 1 foot in the grave here. Help me!
Your death is at hand.
That's how it's done. To me! To me! I'm under attack!
My power is your power.
You did it! We made it! Oh, cheers for escorting me to safety. You're a godsend.
Good to have you back, Sauce Hunter. A sight for sore eyes indeed.
Potent heat!
Eager imbeciles we sent to the northern cave.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more home than a slice of this fine almond land.
Celestial isn't so bad on a quiet day.
Welcome thee, my friend. Waitress, another round of beers, if you please. Quite so. Zombies are the results of... Should you encounter these ones in particular, be the... Oh, and don't... I'm an archaeologist.
Have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Edge?
Fortune? Ha! He should be so lucky as to be defeated by Alistair the Great.
They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which